Oh, right. Hi, everybody. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Welcome back to the Craft Cave. I know it's been a little while since I posted a video here, but I I didn't find it. I didn't discover this, but I started using a material, printed heat transfer vinyl. So this is like one of the coolest things that I have to do. So, or that I've done. So what isn't that pretty, that those sunflowers. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make some sunflowers out of the sunflower vinyl. So if you notice, we have a dull side, which is with the printed side, and then we have a shiny side. Okay, and one thing that you want when you purchase the printed heat transfer vinyl is you want, I don't know what they call this, maybe like some kind of transfer something or another. You want a transfer sheet. That's what they call it, transfer sheet. You want the transfer sheet. So we're just going to set that off to the side though for right now. And we are going to put this on this and that. And I'll show you what we're going to be creating. So let's just stick this on this mat really quick. We're going to line it up. Really careful. Clearly I'm not being as careful as I thought I was. Okay, it's off a little bit, but that's okay. I'm gonna brayer it down. I always brayer it down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these on this. I'm gonna make these, put it on these burlap placemats. It's gonna be super cute. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do these. I'm gonna turn these sunflowers into those sunflowers. And when you do we don't have to mirror anything. When you do the patterned vinyl, you don't have to mirror anything. Even if you have words, you don't mirror anything like you would normally with heat transfer vinyl. So over here, we're gonna hit continue. And then let's see. There is one, because I've done this once before. I think there's one for patterned vinyl. Let's see. Patterned iron-on. There it is. And we're going to pick that one. Oh, did it not work? I don't think it worked. Let's try it again. Oh, because I gotta... Oh, then down at the bottom. I hit the X on the top. Oops. Okay, so now we'll come back over here. My blade is already loaded, so we're just gonna load the mat. And we're gonna cut. This should take no time. This should take no time at all. Now while that's doing that, we are going to get this transfer tape ready. Okay, we're gonna get this transfer tape ready. We got about 9 inches of material that we're cutting on the machine. So we're gonna cut about 9 inches of transfer paper, transfer, whatever this is called. we're just gonna make about 9 inches. And because this stuff is so expensive, you do want to, you know, save as much of it as you can. So that's about halfway done. Now I'm working with kind of a small space here, so I'll be getting rid of some things here in a couple of minutes. I'll be like moving my computer out of the way and things like that as soon as this is done. Pardon me. Now it's almost done. I'm going to grab my paper trimmer again. Because there's a couple of things that we can do. We can cut this with the craft knife. With this guy right here, we can just cut it directly on the mat, and that shouldn't be a problem. Just apply a little bit of pressure. We cut on the mat all the time. It's cutting on the mat right now, so using the craft knife should be no problem. Except, I'm going to use my trusty Fiskars paper trimmer here that I've had for, I don't even know, for literally ever. And we are going to cut, we're gonna cut at the 9-inch mark on these guys for this. Okay, now that's done. Let me close out of here. We're gonna unload. This thing wants to act like it's slow or something. Okay, so we're gonna move this out of the way. Stick that there. Okay, I'll move you guys off to the side a little bit. All right, so this is unloaded. All you do is flip it over. Take it off the mat, and we'll replace the plastic. We always want to put the plastic back on to protect our mat. This mat is dirty and needs to be cleaned. Okay. So now we're going to take our hand dandy Fiskars, and I don't know, you really can't see the cuts too well, but we're gonna trim this at about 9 inches. I'm gonna make sure that we're not getting any of the cut in the blade here. All right, so now we just got a little bit of extra, and we want to keep that extra because, like I said, this stuff is so stinking expensive. Now there's a couple of ways that we can weed this. You can use, I'm going to use this Cricut weeder thing, but you can also use, I also have something that you can use as a pin. Oh, did it break? Well, that's horrible. Oh no, it didn't. Okay. This pin pen, it's got this little itty bitty, oh that's too close, little itty bitty microscopic pin at the top, and this is great for like getting out those little itty bitty pieces. But all this should be connected. So we're just gonna take a corner here. Let me get you guys a better view. Okay, we're just gonna take a corner and we're gonna pull up on the patterned part. And we're wasting a little bit, and you know, honestly, that's fine. Ooh. Now some of this did not cut well, so hold up. Hold up. You just gotta kind of push it back down. Now I did not have that issue before when I was reading. Maybe it's this type of patterned vinyl. I don't know. Come on. But you want to be careful. You know, you don't want to see a couple of these pieces are coming up here. You don't want these pieces to come up if you can help it. I don't know why they're coming up. Because this is a bigger piece, all right? Because this is a bigger piece that we're weeding here, I'm going to show you something else we can do. This is so weird. You don't want... I wonder if I need a new blade, which is very possible. So, another thing that I'll show you guys, when you have all this excess on here, you can just kind of cut it away if it's starting to get in the way. Like that. Normally I'd get really frustrated and start yelling at this thing, but I'm on a video, so I don't want to do that. So we're just going to go real slow. And I did 4 of these because I'm going to make the 4 placemats, although I'm only going to demonstrate 1 placemat. I'm only going to demonstrate 1, so this is getting a little frustrating here for me, but that's okay. We're working it out. Yeah, I think the issue might be the blade, because this did not happen the last time I used this vinyl. So sorry, this video is going to be a little longer than we thought it would. That's okay. It's also a good idea when you're weeding stuff like this. Not only do you want to weed it really carefully, but you want to keep it bent like this, so I wasn't doing that a little while ago. But you want to keep it bent it doesn't work always 100%, but if you keep it at this angle here, the likelihood of your pieces coming up are a lot slimmer than if you were to just like pull straight up. And that goes with really regular vinyl that you're doing, heat transfer vinyl, regular heat transfer vinyl, regular like permanent or, oh, I'm missing a piece here, hang on, permanent or removable vinyls, any of those kinds of things. So we've got 3 done. Work on this last one right here. Oh, and look, stuff's starting to come up already. You will also have many, I know I have, many craft fails in, oh come on, this one just does not want to cooperate. This, pardon me, this sunflower just does not, okay, that's a little bit better I guess. You will have many craft fails in your time as a crafter. I know that I have, and that is okay. And see, now I would have gotten frustrated and had to have walked away from this project already. However, I may have even ripped it all up and thrown it all away in a fit of rage because, you know, that's just how I do. But this is so expensive. I'm going to try to not do that. Okay, there we go. So there we go. Toss that. All weeded. Those are pretty neat. All right, so next we are going to take our transfer tape and we're just going to take a little bit off, and I'll show you here. We're just going to bend a little bit back so that I have just this little bit exposed, okay? And we're going to put it directly on top. It's not exactly even, but you know, these things will happen. So I did it this way in an attempt to get it as even as possible with as little air bubbles as possible. And it kind of bent up there, but that's okay. So the next thing we're going to do, where are my scissors, is we are just going to cut these bad boys out. Almost kind of like iron-on stickers. Except not as pretty as they're all misshapen. But, alright, so we have those now. I'm going to get my heat press. We are going to plug this heat press in. And we are going to set it, where are we at? 330 for 30 seconds. Sounds great. Throw this away. All right. Handy dandy heat press pad. We're going to wait for that to heat up for a few seconds. It's already at 80 or 90 degrees, I'm sorry. The Cricut Heat Press 2, an amazing tool. Amazing. So what we're going to do when this is all done is I'm going to put these in the corner like so. Now, this backing, this opaque kind of backing will come off of here. You can varnish it down a little bit. That's what I have to do sometimes. So now if you take this backing off, okay, this doesn't want to, first it didn't want to unstick from there, now it doesn't want to unstick from here. This, this is just giving me all kinds of problems today, isn't it? Get off of there. Unbelievable. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. There we go. So it's a little bit imperfect here, but that's okay. That'll be fixed with the heat. So I don't know if you can see there's a little bubble there. That'll be fixed with the heat. So we're going to do the next one while this is heating up. I'm just going to varnish it down a little bit. And we'll pull that one off. But again, you know, you want to be careful when you pull these off so that none of those pieces come up like you did on the other one. And then when you put this on here, it's like that the transfer from the from the heat transfer vinyl or the iron-on vinyl. It's the same exact thing. Okay, this is almost done heating up. I only know that this air bubble will go away with the heat is because the first time I did this I had a similar issue and it went away with the heat. So hopefully it'll do the same thing. Okay, so now with the heat, there we go. When we're applying anything with heat, we always want to preheat for, I don't know, 5 seconds or so. And this helps get the moisture out of the fabric, helps get any of the wrinkles out of the fabric. I'm going to give you guys a better angle here. Okay. Now, this one with the air bubble, we're going to put down, and we're just going to put it down like so, in the corner. Let me just hold it up for you guys so you can see. And then when you're doing these kinds of projects, you know, you can hold them up and you can look at them, make sure it's right where you want it, and then we're going to apply heat for 30 seconds. Now Cricut recommends flipping our fabrics over, whether it's the placemat or the t-shirt or the the bag or whatever it is that you're ironing on. They recommend that you flip and iron for 15 seconds on the opposite side. I've heard some people say you don't need to do that, that it doesn't make a difference. I like to do it because, I don't know, I feel like it might, it might make a difference. Do that for 15 seconds. And of course, all these are cool peel, and this is not cool, obviously. So we'll give that a few seconds. And while that's cooling, I'm going to do another one. While I have you guys on here. Because I have this one all ready to go. And these are really cute for any kind of, summer decor that you may have in your home. Pardon me. I love sunflowers personally. When I got married, we did a flower presentation for our mothers, and we used sunflowers for that. So I thought that was a really cool touch. I just really like sunflowers. I think they're beautiful. Okay. Set this one off to the side, and this one I think is cool now. Sure is. You guys can see that okay? I'm going to peel this back. That started coming up a little bit. Well, we can fix that. That's no big deal. And there you have it. A beautiful sunflower made with sunflower patterned vinyl. It's a few step process, but the results are gorgeous. Thank you guys for watching this video and joining me, and stay tuned for the next video. Have a good night.